Okay. What, Ollie? Quit being a little baby. Okay. Alright, where are we at? Speak with Mid. Oh yeah, the girl.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And? I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Alright.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Hooker's head this time. You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard, hearing what became of the place.
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards down.
Wonder what kind of shop she's gonna open.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done. If I ever am.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. That just leaves the
Dang.
carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Is it business or pleasure? Go on then.
What's new?
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
What do you want? Should last you a good while. And?
It's all right. Sid has nothing to...
Is a boat guy a carpenter?
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Do with a good oil in this, could...
Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Probably invite anyone to the fucking hideout though after last time.
Ah, Clive, what brings you to the Rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
What is this wild goose chase? Wait, oh, it's a new area. How did I not notice that when I was here last time?
Come on. Faster!
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Need to get the wood from the houses?
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit him. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Okay, so I gotta kill everything here.
This shouldn't take long.
Fuck off. How many enemies is there? Oh, Jesus. Came out of nowhere. Portal, move. Oh, shit. Portal, move.
Nice try.
Portal. God, you're so annoying. You do. You know how irritating you are? Eh? Pressing all the buttons on the keyboard, getting in my way while I'm trying to in the middle of a fight. Oh, you're lucky you're so cute and snuggly. Yes, you're lucky. I know. I know. When did you change your huddle style, eh? Now all you do is lie on your side and fucking flop under my arm. Then you make biscuits on my belly. You make the belly biscuits. You make the belly biscuits, eh?
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Okay, we've destroyed 2 out of 5
That
of
should
the
take
mother
care of this little
crystals.
list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Definitely got to be a chest here somewhere. Got you. Oh no. That can't be it. Just materials? Come on. This way. That looks like a battlefield. Oh, shit. This looks like a hunting monster should be here. Guarantee there will be when I go back. Chris, yeah. That's definitely has to be a fight arena. It's too perfect.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope.
Go back to
Blackthorn
sleep.
and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Go back to bed. Yes, yes, yes. Bedtime for the baby.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but near as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that
Oh, so it's not just a tattoo.
in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows herb lore like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Hey. Yes. Yeah, so that reaches Rosaria of a pool of opalescent ooze that has been sighted in the moors and meadows of the region. While it resembles not but a puddle of strange sludge from a distance. Sisters who is so slimy. Aldul, Rosaria. Moors and meadows. Aldul, Rosaria.
What's everyone whispering about?
Aldul, Rosaria.
Mid's back.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them.
Right.
We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sid.
Hello.
I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The
You're
plan
such a
was to
good
intercept
kitty.
the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's area.
You're such a good kitty. Yes, you
Can't
are.
tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough
Yes,
to go on.
go to bed.
If they were
Good
there,
baby.
Torgal will track them down.
You're a good baby. Dual Rosaria. Eastern Rosaria. The Dual Docks. Yes. Silken strand. What about the meadows? Gotta be this way, right? It's to the left. That's Lost Plume. That's the drawbridge. Okay. It's gotta be this way. It has to be.
Come on. Yeah.
So it looks like a black. Oh, it's for sure here. Looks like a black pool of ooze. Oh, oh, it's here. Got lucky, I didn't even see that. Oh shit!
I needed that.
Oh shit!
That's better.
No!
Better already. Nice try.
No! Oh shit! Oh shit! No way! Oh shit!
I needed that.
Fuck. Holy shit. I actually almost lost that fight. I had 1 elixir left.
Well, it's dead now.
God damn. Definitely not ready for S tier.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
Oh yeah, let's go to Northreach. I gotta hit a shop though, I gotta remember. Perfect.
Do you see anything you like? An excellent choice. You've a keen eye.
I get it. I know that's gonna be, you know.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
Fuck, those musics. The music things are so fucking expensive.
Get me back on my feet. Tear those bastards.
Oh, it's gotta be up here. Oh, never mind.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Alright, oh fuck, it's a big goblin.
They're trying to get into the carriage. Nice try. It's over. Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Alright, let's get back to home base.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
It's fucking healed up pretty good. You can't even tell what it was.
Risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of
Mine
removing
looks
the
exactly
blind
like the
will cease
outline
to
of a bearer's mark.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you.
Well, it's a suspicious spot that everyone has injuries at the same left cheek.
I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
We'll see if there's any new... Yes, there is. Sweet.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
I need 350 for the next one. Jesus Christ. How high does this go? Gotta be enough to unlock everything, right?
All done?
All right, let's go see what Torgal is.
Haven't you heard? Mid's back.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Secure. We'll be back. Hi, Ollie.
the hell kind of pizza rolls is that?
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
New shop. New shop was opening in the hideout.
What are you on about?
Isn't it brilliant?
Streaming.
It is.
Oh.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard, hearing what became of the place.
Oh, the capital's strange to me.
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards nailed on.
What do you need? So, what'll it be?
I go to bed.
On the bed.
What is this time? 3:38 a.m. Jesus Christ.
That it? Fine.
It's all right. Sid has nothing to fear from Kupka. He'll deal with him.
Lid's moved into the storeroom. Made a workshop out of it. It's just one thing after another. The Litlins have been up to their old tricks again.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go lay down.
You know what?
I said I'm gonna go lay down.
Okay.
Where the fuck did I put that? I don't know where I've put my phone.
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
Inside.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, Were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What? These people are fucked. The fucking Annabelle and the kid remind me of like those fucking weird ass moms that have their kids breastfeeding at like 6.
The little ones have been up to their... It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape?
I get it now.
Let us say that the Royalists...
So, Titan's injured. So the king told Bahamut that there's no chance Titan will be there for the fight, but he thinks Bahamut's betrayed him. So they're healing Titan at Drake's mouth. And they're going to send him out on the field to kill everyone, and then Titan's gonna show up and kill him.
Did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's
Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Midsfin. Just outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Ooh, whole new area.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Fuck. I have to search everywhere here.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. When you were just a boy, you and I rode this way, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, falling like a baby.
I could probably upgrade some abilities. Should I save it for limit break? No, I gotta get pile drive.
You're finished.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. What's worse? Come on. Okay.
I can't see a thing.
Come, Clive. Let us turn back before we lose our way.
Caution, my boy.
All right.
Die!
Stay down. It's over.
Can't see shit.
Quietly now.
No mistakes.
Soil and sky.
Oh shit. No. What is a chronolith? I still don't know. that all this area has? It is. Wow. What was that? Oh, it's the dogs.
Stay down!
Alright, let's go check what this thing is up here. There was a thing called Bandit's Bed.
Have you lost your way already, my boy? The ruins mark the road to the inn.
Okay, this is gonna be a dead end at least, so it'll end my exploration. Bandit's Bed. I hope there's something good, or at least like one of those hunting big hunts. This was it. The little fucking 2-3 tents. Why is that a place? Yep, that's what Bandit's Bed is. 3 tents. Oh, that's a big boy, right? Yep. Nice.
Well, Clive, it looks like you're gonna need an even bigger sword.
Oh shit. Really? 37 damage? Did that say it gave it health?
Nice try.
Why did that do nothing? Oh, come on.
I'll not be outdone.
There we go. Okay. Oh, I can get that thing now. Can make that sash. Shit, is that another salamander? Yep.
Give me thunder!
No.
Too slow. You're a fine hound. Nice try.
I don't know if the red or the yellow is the best. that move, it's hard to tell. Oh shit. There we go. Ooh, look how beauty that water looks. Hi, Torgal. What you doing? Yeah? Yeah, what you gonna do about it? Huh? Yeah, you're gonna step on my thumbs while I'm trying to play? Why? So I give you pets? Why do you still sound like a baby when you're like almost a year old? Huh? Why do you still sound like a baby? Oh, was that birdies? Oh, you like the game? Yeah, look at the screen again. Screen's so awesome. Very good boy.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Yes, I know. Okay, settle down. Take a nap if you want. Yep, take a nap. Happy bedtime, baby Torgy.
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Where you going? Where you going, huh? What you going to look at? Nap time. Yes, there you go. Go to sleep. No, something outside?
You're finished. Stay down.
Fuck, that combo's so untouchable, I just end up spamming it. Holy fuck. Oh, you little bastard. I've lost complete sense of direction where Is this the start? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah!
Oh no. Oh my god, more scorpions? No, Torgon. Wait, did I go the wrong way? No. Are you serious? How the fuck do you get up? Oh, I guess you gotta go that way. That's why it was to this and then that.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
In the cat cage or the litter box. I don't want them, but I have to, or they'll stink. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that over with before it gets too late.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
That's her, isn't it? Oh, Joshua's here. No way.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Get, you idiot.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly. Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
I fucked those guys up.
For your trouble.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Ultima is eating him up.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Ah, They've closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Any chests?
Are you looking for something in particular?
Uses lightning rod.
Here you are. My thanks. Anything else I can take off your hands? Pleasure trading with you.
Get rid of gouge. I'm never going to use
I can
gouge.
take off your hands?
Wicked wheel. Gambit. Just pile drive.
Pleasure trading with you. Anything else I can take off your hands? Thank you kindly. Thank you for your custom.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to.
Light it for goodness.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, Where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
I'd be happy to show you.
Hanging
Branch.
lanterns! Keep the darkness from your door!
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furta knows.
Doesn't that sound like a...
Excuse me. Are you Furta?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Stay down! Titan!
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Sorry, just noticed the sound was coming out on Discord, guys.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Kneaded to a silken softness, like
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpets have...
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Delamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Someone's collecting all the shards.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Fresh bread, warm
fresh
from the
grill.
oven.
Get it while it's hot.
Have a taste.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Carpets have pride of place.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Damn. Goes all the way around.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
He's gonna get jumped for all his shit.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act.
That's ridiculous.
What did
500,000.
you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
It's like the fucking... It just gets worse the more I play. It starts out like it's not even drifting, and then the more I play, it just fucking starts ripping. Oh, hi, Ollie. Or did I deserve to do a visit from the cuddly Ollie? Eh? Huh? What are you doing? What's going on? Hello, you're so soft, eh? Way to go, Ollie. I lost which way I was going.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Needed
The
to a
juiciest meat.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Let's go.
Oh, I haven't searched this place yet. Gil, like, why even put it there?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem. My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good! I'm just getting warmed up.
Farewell. Stay down.
Nice.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the...
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
What, I get an owl? What the f...
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Nice. Hi. Hello. What are you doing? What, the kitties are all over here today, eh?
Clive. You and I... What? Alas. Still... Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
Like, don't bite me, you little bastard. Hey. Hey.
At least they did. So... how very fitting. Of course... there's simply no other way. Best of luck!
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
My carpets have bridal lace.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Everything I've worked for, all those years of toil,
Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Plates and pots!
Speak with the townspeople.
The most
Yes, they're quite sought after. Lord Kupka has several similar pieces in his...
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
Then see that you stay a little longer next time.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens. Ha! They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Sweet incense! Wax candle! Silver platters!
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have
There
to
we
tell
go.
you? It's not a toy.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
It would make
The
our
finest fabrics, fresh from the...
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentice is no better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Is that where I had to go for the other thing too, the terraces?
So, do you crush it up? Or just...
Well, this is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Sweet incense. Wax candle.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. but no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots.
What the hell are those things?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
To me, flames! Bravo! It's over! Stay down!
No.
I needed that.
It's over!
Out of the frying pan.
What the fuck? Oh no. Shit.
Soil and stone!
Too slow. That's cooled things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
This is no good.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that? You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching, that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Is it
true, what
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir.
fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Plates and pots!
There he is.
And
The
basins.
man who's... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
What's that 2000? Did I master this? There we go. We'll craft those van braces or
Sid's going to find Cooker and finish the job.
Clive? What do you want? Should last you a good while.
just need to lecture him.
Fine.
Is it business or pleasure? I'm thankful you got that much.
Oh, hi, Ollie. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I reckon I
huh?
can find a buyer. I'm thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer.
What are you doing, huh?
Who's this blue blood? One of Sid's
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Yeah, Daddy's hungry. Should we get some food? Should we get some food? What do you think? You want some French fries? What do you think? You want a little bit of French fries, huh? New one, I already finished it. You can do your little circle. Huh? Oh, Ollie, you can't step on my chest like that. Alright, let's go.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while. This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while. This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Okay.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Actually, wait. I need some food. Video. What?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we are coming in with a hoot and a holler, a banger of a story, if you will. Before I dive into that, I do want to mention a couple things. First off, drop a like if you guys enjoy. Second off, download Cash App using my link in the description if you haven't used Cash App before. Just like Venmo and PayPal, it's a way to send your homies money, right? You download that, we both get a free $5 just for you trying out the app. Costs no money, it's completely free. If you're not familiar with Cash App, who the fuck are you, bro? You should be. Come on. Y'all are some crackheads. Everyone knows what Cash App is. If you guys download that link in the description with my link and sign up, we both get $5 deposited into our account. It's lit, baby. $5, that's blunt money. Links in the description if you want some free cash, baby, just for downloading a free app, the Cash App. Thank you guys for downloading that in advance. If you guys do, it supports me and you. And without further ado, let's get into this banger of a story. I took 6 Xans and ate my keyboard. Now, listen, this is not a proud moment. This is not a very hype moment in my life. Nevertheless, it happened. So, to give you guys some backstory to this, I have a buddy who we're gonna call Brad. And Brad I've known for years. I've known Brad since I was probably 12 or some shit, maybe even 11. We've been online gaming friends for a very long time. I met him playing Call of Duty, and we've just been tight ever since. And he lives all the way down in Alabama. He goes to University of Alabama, right? So he hits me up a couple weeks ago, and he's like, yo, dude, I'm going on break soon. I'm trying to drive up there and see you, right? So I'm like, bet, dude. I just got my new house. I'm living on my own now. There's plenty of room for him to stay. So I'm like, bet, dude, come on up. He's like, is there any substances you want me to bring? Now, this piques my interest. I, of course, ask him. I'm like, yo, dog, what kind of substances we talking? He's like, dude, my guy's got Molly, Xans, all types of shit. Now, the only thing I was expecting to do when he came up here is just smoke a lot of dope. But when he offered those substances, I was like, well, it's my homie that I've only met once before, but we've been tight for years. I want to make sure it's a really lit fucking weekend. And as, kind of counterintuitive this may be, I want it to be memorable, despite the fact that I ate 6 Xans. I wanted it to be memorable. And listen, in a lot of my Xan videos, right, I tell you guys pretty much exactly how it happened from first person, from my view, because I still remember it to an extent. At this point, I haven't taken Xans, and I don't even know how long prior to this. This happened about a week ago. Prior to this, I couldn't tell you the last time I took a Xan. It's been a long fucking time. So for this to happen, I genuinely don't remember much. So a lot of the story is going to be told from what I was told by my friends who watched me do this, right? This isn't going to be my first-person perspective because I don't remember most of this fucking night. But nevertheless, my buddy Brad, he starts driving up here, and he's got, I think it was an 18-hour drive, and I'm cleaning up the house, getting ready for him. I carried a futon up to the loft area where I stay at. It's my bedroom. The whole loft is just my area, and laid it out so he could sleep up here, have somewhere so he wouldn't have to sleep on the floor, and got all set, cleaned up the house, got ready for him to pull up. He pulls up. I shake up. It's great to see him. Haven't seen him in a minute. And I had his plug bring me quite a few things. I PayPal'd him some money, so he'd bring me a gram of Molly and 10 Xans. Just 10 of them, right? Because I figured I want to try them, but I don't want a shitload of them. So 10's a fair amount to last us through the weekend. I figured I'd share with him, maybe 5 to each of us, and it would all go great. As you could probably tell by this title, 5 did not go to each of us, and they did not last through the weekend. So, fucking hell, dude. Nevertheless, he gets here. And almost right off the bat, we start getting lit. I bring him upstairs. I introduce him to my roommates that he'd never met before. We're all chilling upstairs, and he brings this nice bong. He has a little Illadelph bong, and it's fucking nice, dude. The grass is
I
great
loved
quality,
my
so we're
Illadelph.
smacking the hell out of this thing. He brought about an ounce of bud with him, so we're just packing up some bowls, smoking some dope, trying to figure out what to do on our first night. He got here on a Friday. And we're like, yo, it's a weekend, but in my area, there's not a ton of stuff to do when you go out. So all the fun we were going to be having was in my house, and that means drugs. So, of course, he busts out the Xans, he busts out the Molly, and I'm looking at him, right? I'm taking a look, I'm scoping him out. The Xans look good, right? Now, listen, this is some goblin advice here. This is some fatherly advice here for all my children listening here. Do not try this at home. Xans are not safe, Molly is not safe, and combining them is even more unsafe, which is what I did in this video. But I'm going to get to that in a little bit.
So, nevertheless, we bust out these Zans, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, bro. These actually look pretty good, right? Granted, they were presses, yes, and that is why I gave that warning, because especially when you know it's pressed, be very careful, unlike I was here. I was really reckless and stupid and intoxicated. You should not be acting like that, but I'm telling you guys how I acted like that, because I'm an idiot. Let me be your guinea pig, motherfuckers. But nevertheless, so... either way, I pop one of these bars, right? I pull them out of the bag and pop one. Taste it a little bit, kind of let it sit on my tongue to make sure the taste was on point, and it tasted like some real fucking alprazolam, or however the hell you say that. I probably mispronounced it. So I took that one down. We kept smoking some dope. About 45 minutes goes by, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm chilling, right? At this point, the bag of Molly is still sitting in front of me. So, of course, I grabbed my scale, right? My buddy had a scale downstairs, so I went and grabbed it off and brought it up, scaled out about a 0.15 of Molly as my initial dose, right? And I ate that shit. Now, listen, Molly and Zans, I'm going to be honest, it's not safe. I don't recommend it. Do not try it at home. However, the combo is an interesting feeling. It's an interesting feeling. They don't necessarily counteract each other like you might think. They have a little bit of synergy in a weird way. What I found is the Xanax kind of takes the edge off of your roll and makes you really focus on the inner feeling of the roll, like that inner just euphoria. Like, you know how whenever you eat some good Molly, you just feel like there's some hot chocolate pumping through your veins? It makes that feeling more intense and kind of takes away from the sweating and the physical kind of anxious feelings that Molly can induce, right? So, of course, I pop this Molly, right? I'm only one Xan deep at this point. Some time goes by. I start feeling it a little bit. Now, at this point, this is when I got really fucking reckless. Once the Molly hit, everything was out the window. And after this point, there's not a ton that I remember off top. So a lot of what I'm saying past this point is going to be from other people's perspectives that I got filled in on. So, apparently... I distributed some more Xans. Apparently, because I don't remember distributing them to who, but I remember the amount I distributed. I took one, and then I gave out 3. I gave my buddy Brad one, I gave one of my roommates one, and the third one, I don't even remember. I don't remember where the fuck it went. But nevertheless, I'm sitting there, right? And I have 5 Xans left to my dome. Now, they weren't intended to go to my dome. However, now that I'm intoxicated off not only a Xan, but some Molly, I'm thinking, okay, this could work. This could work. So lo and behold, me being an absolute fucking moron, I just start popping these like candy. I don't really remember how frequently or how many at a time I took. So that's a part of this video that I can't give you guys the detail on because I don't remember, right? All I know is a couple hours passed and it got pretty late at night. I remember it being about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And the Xans were MIA and I was fucked up. I remember sitting at my desk on my computer, right? All my homies were behind me. I'm sitting at my computer chair, and we're all chilling out, just having a good time chatting and shit. And I go on Amazon, and my buddy Brad, he's telling me about this grinder that he had, right? And I have the one-click buy option on Amazon. So I go on Amazon, and I cop that shit. And let me remind you guys, this part I don't remember fully. I only remember this because the package came. And then I texted my buddy Brad, yo, did I buy a grinder? And he's like, yeah, dude, and I was telling you I bought a grinder, and you went and bought one. I was like, oh, cool. It just got here in the mail 2 days later, and that's how I remembered that I bought a grinder. But nevertheless, I go on Amazon and I buy this grinder. Let me tell you, it's the Chromium Crusher, to be exact. That's what it says on the top here. Let me pick this thing up. Yeah, it says Chromium Crusher on it here. It's a good fucking grinder. I got it for I think it was $15, maybe 20, but it's big. Nevertheless, let me put it back together here. There we go. But nevertheless, I buy this Chromium Crusher grinder. And I stayed at my computer after being on Amazon, I guess just surfing the internet, doing something. I don't really remember what I was exactly doing. Because at this point, all 6 Xans were down the hatch. How they all got down the hatch or what drove me to make that decision and why no one stopped me, I don't know. But nevertheless, I somehow managed to handle myself enough to be conscious and functioning without really remembering any of it. And I say functioning very loosely, because shortly after placing my Amazon order, now, I remember a snapshot of this personally. However, Brad described this to me so well that I can tell this to you guys almost like I remember it. I pulled my space bar off of my keyboard. My keyboard has all detachable keys. I don't know if that's like a normal thing for keyboards, but I think it is. But my keyboard, I can just yank the keys right off and put them back on, right? Really easy, like some Legos. So I pull my space bar, and if you guys want to look on the screen, I have a picture of my space bar, what I did to it. So, of course, I pull my space bar off, and I turn around and look at my homies who are sitting on the futon behind me. And I believe one of them was on the floor, if I probably don't remember correctly, but if I'm guessing correctly, you know, because I don't think that futon holds 3 heads. But nevertheless, I turn around and face them all, and I have the space bar in my hand, and I just take a bite of it. And a sizable bite, too. Not just like a little nibble, like, oh, I wonder if this is good. I just take a fucking bite of it. And now, how I mentioned earlier, how I remembered a little snapshot of this, for those of you guys who were listening, this is the snapshot I do remember. This is the little pinch of this event that I do remember. I remember after taking the bite and immediately almost like sobering up for a second and realizing like, hey, that isn't food. And I spit it out, and I found the little chunk of my keyboard in the garbage the next morning. It was fucking... It was despicable. Listen, I don't think I've ever had this low of a point as to eating 6 Xanax and taking a bite of my keyboard. This really made me reconsider quite a bit of aspects of my life, right? I'm sitting there, like, the next day I woke up, and I go over to my desk, right? And I sit down, get ready to use my computer, and my keyboard's not on my keyboard. So I'm looking around, I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened to my keyboard, bro? Like, where'd it go, dude? Like, where's my space bar, bro? And I'm looking all over the place. And I find it on the ground under my desk with a chunk missing. And initially, I thought, like, I dropped it, like I pulled it off or something and stepped on it. I had almost no recollection of the last night. So I just figured, oh, I must have stepped on it, snapped it or something. And Brad, he wakes up, because I woke up pretty early. I woke up before him and, like, went over to my PC. He wakes up, and I'm like, yo, dude, what happened to my space bar? And he just starts laughing. He's like, oh, you don't remember that? He just starts dying. And I'm like, nah, not really, bro. Like, what? Like, and I didn't understand why he was laughing. I was like, what happened? And he's like, dude, you ate it. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, yo, pardon me, dude? Like, hello? And he's like, yeah, dude, you fucking tried to eat it. And I was like, dude, there is no, like, you have to be trolling me. Like, there's no way. So I go downstairs with the spacebar in my hand, and I talk to my roommates, and I'm like, guys, what happened to my keyboard? Like, I think Brad's fucking with me right now, dude. Can someone just tell me what happened to my keyboard? Because the spacebar is still on my keyboard to this day. It still works. I haven't bought a new keyboard. Like, I didn't bite off enough of it to ruin it. It's still spacebar. So I'm keeping it. But I feel like it actually adds to the value of this keyboard. Like, if I ever get famous one day, I could sell this keyboard on eBay. Like, hey, guys, this is Goblin Xanax keyboard. He actually took a bite of it with his real mouth. It's going to go for 2 racks, you know? Like, this is an artifact. This is a memory now. Every time I sit down at my desk, I look down and think, oh, yeah, that's why I shouldn't take Xans, you know? Now, let this be a lesson to all you little fuckers out there. Do not take Xanax. Do not take Molly. And do not fucking mix them. Because if you do, you'll eat your keyboard like I did. I literally tried to eat my keyboard. Now, I wish I could give you guys more detail on what happened this night after that, but I have no idea. I genuinely cannot fucking tell you. But there's going to be more stories coming out of this weekend. He spent, I believe it was 3 days here. I think he got here on Thursday and left Sunday evening, Sunday around noon, maybe 1 p.m. So there was 3 days of us just getting lit. And all the days except this particular night, I remember vividly. So we're going to have some banger stories coming out of this weekend with my buddy coming to visit. But nevertheless, hope you guys enjoyed this little story. Drop a like if you did. Don't forget to download Cash App for a free $5 for both of us. Links in the description. Thank you guys for doing that. Thank you.
Okay. Fuck, I need a new controller. Less than 4 months and this thing's fucked.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Oh, it's gonna be so nice to have a new keyboard.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
Oh shit.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, Go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too.
Byron's gonna get killed, isn't he? They're gonna find out he's helping. He's gonna be killed. 100%.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Fuck! Why do they still hurt? What has that gutter rat done to me? Fuck! Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did? Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
So he's serving Ultima. What the hell are those things? Orcs?
Orcs.
Yeah.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash? Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
And there tonight. I will be back on tomorrow though. And tomorrow will be a 24-hour stream. Alright? Appreciate you. See you tomorrow. Peace.